Hello, Karine.
Hi. Laura.
¿Cómo estás?
Bueno, sorry. Hello, people. Good morning. This is Eleazar Santos. Today is October 22nd, 2019. It's 8:05 in the morning in Colombia. I don't know what time China. This time,
9,
eh, 9
9:05 p.m.
9:05 p.m. in China. Thank you. And this is our eighth encounter. And this morning I have Laura and Karine online. Maybe the rest of the team will join us later. Good morning, Laura. How are you today?
Morning, teacher. I'm fine. And you?
Yeah, really fine. Thank you very much. Karine, good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you. How about you?
Thank you very much. Very good. Very
Sleeping,
good here.
sleepy, tired.
I know. I know. For you, it's almost time for sleeping. For us, it's just the beginning of the morning, so no balance.
Yeah.
But okay, today the idea is to make some country briefings. So the idea is to talk about different countries and maybe in general aspects such as economy, population, food, language, maybe to name some universities in those countries. But the idea is to talk as much as possible about those countries, not only what you may be found on their internet or what you can see on the books, but as well the things or the aspects maybe you know for your own experience like that in your normal life. So welcome. Maybe later we have more people at this encounter. Uh, the first person in my list to talk today is Pedro. Pedro is not coming here. Maybe Pedro and Berta are absent this morning. So I'm gonna start with Karine. Okay, Karine.
I'm the
Uh,
last.
just to break the ice, you know. Remember, as I told Laura, you can talk. Um, Maybe you say, I am ready to talk about 5 minutes, but you need more time. Don't worry about it, okay? We have full time today, so you can talk as much as possible. Okay, try to use all the information you have or the information that you research. We know you live in China, and maybe there are many aspects that you can tell us about that beautiful country. Again, not only what is found on the internet, but as well as the perception and your really experience you have for these years living there, maybe knowing this culture, these people, because sometimes the information that we can find in the internet is not exactly as we perceive when you are living there. You know, that's the idea. We have great experience today talking about China because you are living there for some time. So, Karina, welcome. Please tell us about China.
No, but I'm gonna need like 2 hours for talk if I talk about.
Yeah. The country is maximum 1.5 hours. Okay.
No, well, so what can I tell about China? China is a very different country for all the countries in the world. This is like different, and all the things that you can see in TV is in here.
Mm-hmm.
This is wrong. Like everything you expect, like China like to be, this is wrong. It's not the same. It's totally different. And okay, so China has many province, many province. ¿Sí me escuchan? ¿Aló?
Yes. I can. You, Laura? Laura, you listen, Karine?
Okay.
Yes, Karine. Thanks.
Um, I will right now I will apologize because my computer is having some troubles and my VPN, so sometimes my computer just will dead. So if it's not happen, so wait for me 5 minutes and I get back. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Okay, so China has many provinces and each province they speak one language. They speak Mandarin, like is the full language, but like the normal like Chinese language, like everyone need to speak that, but every province speak a language. It's not like us, like we speak an accent.
Mhm.
They speak actually a different language. Like Guangdong province, they speak Guangdonghua. Uh, Hunan province, they speak Hunanhua. Every province and they is totally different. I can understand if they speak their local language. It's like I'm dying if they speak the local language. Um, what else? The Chinese food is not the Chinese food that we ate in Colombia. No,
No,
no, no, no. It's no. It's
really?
maybe there is some restaurant that they have the name like Chao Fan. They call Chao
Uh-huh.
Fan, Chao Fan. They know all of that. The name is right, but the taste, nope. They like to have their savor is like and but actually every province have different savor. Like um I'm being glad because I know a lot of cities. I know Shenyang, Changchun, Dalian, Tianjin, Beijing, Nanning, uh, Shenzhen, and right now I'm living in Dongguan. I'm living in China from the north, and right now I'm in the south. Dongguan. Before I live most of the time I'm in China. I lived in Shenzhen. Shenzhen right now is very popular in China. Uh, it's becoming very expensive, like very expensive, and because have now right now so many foreigners. And the other thing is every city they have one president. China, right? One president, but every city have their own government, their own rules. It's not like we have there the mayor. This is
Mhm.
not called a mayor. This is also called a president because
Oh,
everyone can decide their own rules. Like they just tell to the president. But every city have their own rules. And for example, some cities is very easy to make visa for us, but in some cities not.
ah,
So I lived in Shenzhen. That city is very nice. Mm, I like the food in the south. It's like kind of not so weird taste because in the north I don't like the north. The north is I don't know. Yeah, Chinese food is the real original Chinese food. It can't be explained. You have to just eat it. It's like I don't know what to say.
oh,
Is sometimes they because they like to make the spicy, but they have the spicy. I like spicy, but this spicy is different. Every time I eat spicy, my stomach get like I'm pregnant, like 6 months old, like 6 months pregnant, and I don't know how to describe this savor. Chinese food nobody can describe. It just you can just try, and then you will know. Oh, I know what is Chinese food. They like to put a lot of ginger. They cook with a lot because we put some ginger, but they sometimes I'm eating and then I thought was potato and then I'm big ginger or
wow.
They like to eat a lot of ginger. Um, I mean this the food is not like and the Chinese rice is not the same. Actually, I like the Chinese rice here, but the one who they sell on the street. I don't know if it's the sweaty of the guy who made it, but it tastes better than the rest.
Oh,
Because the
wow.
guy who made it is in that one, and he just made it like this. There, and he's just sweating there. I just made it. But when I was pregnant, I just want to eat that. I don't know why, but it's so weird. I just want to eat that. 2 a.m. in the morning. Can you go to buy me this, please? So the food is different. Every province have different food. Like because in China is you cannot say, "Oh, I went to China." No, you need to went to many provinces so you can know the difference because every province are different. Some cities are very nice. Right now, I moved to Dongguan because I changed the kindergarten, and this city is supposed to be bigger. And long many years ago, this city was like the one who produced more money, but it's like old one. But right now they're like making like renewed till everyone is in construction, and so there is not too much about this city. But actually is I made a for a economic class. I'm seeing economic course, economy, I don't remember, economic I remember this course, and I made something about the economic things in Dongguan, and I was very interesting. What can I tell about the people? The people in China is not, some of them, they're very nice. Some of them afraid to foreigners. Some of them they are staring at you like, wow, like this, he's a foreigner. And I hate this when you are walking. They just like, oh, White Goreans means foreigners, and they just like this with the finger, and I
Wow.
hate this, like my guys like when you see an alien, something like that, they look at you like that, and all the kids are like, it's for me it's very rude. So sometimes I also see to them, oh, Chinese people. So they're like, they just, some of them they very welcome foreigners, some of them not. This is like everywhere, like taxi driver, like before, no in these cities like lived, but before in the north, you want to call a taxi and they see you a foreigner, they just stop, they just go, they
Oh.
don't pick you up. So sometimes, but the most of I'm glad that I haven't be in the situation of racism. Some of my friends, they did a very bad situation. He even went to jail for protect his son because his son was a little black. So in this case, the other thing about China is you can know if you have a fight with Chinese people, don't fight. Better run away because you will lose. Even even they're five and you just won, and even they start, you will lose because everything in here is just for the Chinese people, nothing for us. So it's how I stay here, just stay away from the trouble and don't like I don't if I have a problem, I'm very upset and I want to hit them. I just think about my family and about my kids and I just breathe and I just left. I don't care if they treat me bad, I don't care. But I already hear so many situations about things like that, and I just scared of this. Foreigners doesn't have any like point favor, like for nothing again, nothing like unfavor, just against us. But uh, some Chinese people are very nice. They're very welcome. They're very grateful. When you do something small for them, they're very grateful for you all the life. All. They will follow you everywhere. They will do wherever they take. Like they even if they can't give you the moon, they will give you the moon. They're very grateful for the people for they see the people, if you are good to them, they're very grateful. If you are bad, forget about it. What else? Oh, about the family. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know about that. So many people in China, so they have a rules like everyone just have one kid is allowed. Everyone, their family just have one kid. So, but right now they made a new rules for like if the father or the mother are single baby, like no brothers, no sister, so they can have the chance to have two. Or if they have a girl, a daughter, they can have the chance to have the second one without paying. Because before, if you have the second one, you need to pay like a lot of millions for the second one. Yeah, you everyone is allowed to. So for this reason, everyone wants to look for the boy. So the abortion here is allowed. So sometimes, when the baby already is big and they say there's a girl, they just, abort them. They do the
Wow.
abortion. It's very, it's very cruel. This, but because many years right now it's not so much because they allow them to have the second baby if it's a girl, like for them. But this is the normal in the hospital. Like for example, I was when I was pregnant, I went to the hospital to see if I was pregnant, and they just they oh, what? How do you feel? Oh, how long was your last period? Okay. And do you want to have the baby?
Wow.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Yes, do you want to have the baby? If you want, just say yes. If you no, no. And if you know, you will do the abortion here, another one. It's like okay, do you want to have a blue color? Do you have blue pants? It's like that. It's like normal. And I said, of course I want, if I'm pregnant, I hope not, but if I am, I wish, of course I will. I said, okay, no problem, go. I like, and if they make a lot of tests when you are pregnant because it's supposed to, you need to have the perfect son because you just can't have one. So the baby must to be perfect. So if the baby have a little of something weird, they will just take up. So this is so
Really?
cool. Yeah, it's so cool. Uh, about the marriage, very interesting. They need to buy a house for the father, for the family of the bride. They need to buy a house. They need to give some money to them, like they're buying the woman. They need to buy a house for them. Need to buy a house for the bride. This is like, yes, it's very, I don't know. So thing, yeah, because actually marriage for them is not about love. It's just about money. Actually, they don't have. Is a very few couple that I see they really love each other, or they're married because they loved. Most of the parents for or most of the people couple that I know, they marry because of they getting old, or they need to marry, or because of the money. Because actually in here, if you are 25 years old, you are old.
Uh-huh.
So the girls need to marry as soon as possible. If not, the family will have quickly, quickly. You need to find. If no, I will find for you. I will find for you. So it's like they get married and the next month they're already pregnant. You say, but you just get married. But this is their thinking. Find husband, baby, and stay at home. Let her husband just work like that. This is but actually right now, uh, people change, and then every time the years pass, they evolve, like people mind also evolving, like have a lot of evolutions. So it's developed a lot. So some right now there is not so many girls, like just one, they really wants to find a love. So that is a good thing. And they are very no like they don't go in Colombia. Everyone like couple go like that, like hands by hands. But in here it's like for 20, for 50 people you see one couple, and it's very few. Oh, look, wow, wow. For us it's like wow. It's like so surprised. but for them it's like what? um, the what else can maybe if you have one maybe if you guys want to know something just tell me because I have so many things in my mind I don't know what. Maybe you guys want to ask me some question, maybe I can answer. Like, what do you want to know? Maybe what do you want to know about?
For me, I have a couple of questions, but later little bit, okay? Later little bit. Now I want to listen because if not, maybe Laura is gonna sleep. No. Okay, but great exposition. I have a couple of questions later, okay? Lina, are you online? I think Lina is. All right, Lina, welcome. Good morning. After Laura, you will talk about your country, okay? So, Laura, let's talk about your country. What's your country, Laura? You are going to make this country briefing?
My country is France.
Right.
Okay. France is not a country of rumba and party. Rumba. How say rumba? Woo, woo.
Yeah, rumba, party.
Rumba? Ah, yeah. Okay. It's a country where the landscapes are really beautiful to enjoy cities and culture. It would be perfect for me. For example, for example, in Paris, people, Machiavelli, he take to streets on July, the French national holiday in December, finally year, then in the year. In addition to commemoration of the taking of the basilica,
Yeah, basilic. Yeah, basilic, the cathedral.
It's celebrated in November 11, the day of the World War, Halloween night, the music festival. Normally, they are related to history and historical memory, something we should learn. In my friends, the next carnival, the most important in the country, stands out with more than 1 million visitors and 2 weeks of party and show. And also the carnivals of North France, um, celebrities of important people. Napoleon Bonaparte, French military is considered one of the great military geniuses in history for the innovative war tactics he carried out. The French DJ David Guetta is famous for the European underground music of electro house and its incredible performance worldwide, as he is the second highest paid DJ in the world. Zinedine Zidane. How say Zinedine Zidane, teacher?
The coach, the player?
Yes, sí.
Zinedine Zidane. Yeah, Zinedine Zidane.
Yes. Okay. Considered one of the best players of also diverse to be on this list of the best known people in France. He has been one of the most important football players in the history of France for his great achievements. The most important begin in the World Cup in France, celebrated right in his country. Food. French food is recognized for its variety and refinement, which is currently considered on one of the most important cuisines in the world. Its main products are butter, cheese, tomatoes, fine herbs, pork, sausages, and above all, vegetables in general. My favorite dish in France is the cheese fondue. I love it. The cheese fondue is a kind of cream that can be taken either as an accompaniment to the others of the dipping pies or bread into. O sea, así, ña. Language. French, the language on France. The official language, but there are linguistic variants that are spoken in different regions of the country. I only know how to say bonjour.
Yeah.
Comment
Eh,
allez-vous?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of.
Je me bien, c'est bon.
Wow, great. Uh-huh.
The economy of France is the fifth largest in the world. It's all, teacher.
Is all? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes. And again, later I make you maybe a couple of questions as well for you. Okay. Okay. And Lina is gonna talk about a
Ay, ay, ay,
beautiful
¿qué pasó?
country.
Sorry.
Hey, what's up?
No sé.
Are you okay, Karine?
Yes. I don't know. My internet just started like the pages like I was open before you start to open now and then just start. I
Okay,
can't turn off.
try to control the situation. Calm down. Okay, Lina, you are going to talk about a beautiful country nowadays is recognized by its economy. You know, Lina. Good morning.
Yeah.
Tell us about the UAE, please.
Okay. Emirates. Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Think I. Uh, Arab Emirates. See? United Arab Emirates.
correct.
Really?
Yes.
It's a country in Western Asia and one of the richest in the world, thanks to the oil exploitation. They form a federation of 7 states, with are each governed by the emir, with specific powers. The central government is formed by the Supreme Council, formed by the 7 emirs. The president of the United Arab Emirates is Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. His religion is Muslim. The population is about 10 million. Um, this is the general information. I really don't have many opinions about this country, teacher, because he's so far away from me, and the culture is very different. So that's our culture. Yes.
Yes.
So the details are unknown to me.
Uh-huh.
I just know uh, about uh, about this country a little bit about this country because the last semester I have a course mate that
Uh-huh.
live in this country is so weird, and and say he say that the Muslim culture is so difficult. I don't know how to say Muslims. I don't Musulmanes, teacher.
Yeah, Muslim.
The Muslims are very difficult. The character. I don't know how to say it.
Uh-huh.
The character are so hard to so hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the woman should use the hijab to cover their face and her bodies, and they are so I don't know, feministas y qué, teacher, y como y feministas, I don't know.
Yeah, feminist.
No, teacher, lo contrario de feministas, machistas.
Yeah.
They are so too machist, I don't know, and the culture, I don't know, or that, or give more attention to the men's. Yes.
Yes.
Um, I remember, and he said too that the 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 food was very expensive, and the photos and the internet images about the buildings, about the luxury cars is really fantasy, because the most of the population were African immigrants, are immigrants to that go to the yes, that go to this country to work for a little money, little money, and it's so difficult work here, there, or yes, teacher,
There.
there, because it's really hot the most part of the year, really hot, and I don't know. Okay. In this country, they made a artificial palm island,
Yeah.
and where many celebrities have houses, mansions, like Cristiano
Yes.
Ronaldo and others, and have little bit, I don't know, buildings so famous and news, are really news. Um, for example, the Sky Tower, and the landmark about three 300 meters,
Yes.
and the Sky Tower about 300 meters too, teacher.
Wow. Tall.
Yes, really tall, teacher.
Okay. What do you know about tourism in this country?
Okay, the tourism is a really important topic, because they have many famous location. Because, for example, I know that they have a so big aquatic park. I don't know how called that, but I know there, and I don't know, maybe the people want to know the luxury. The it's a really luxury go. It's a really luxury place to know, to visit, and maybe the people no sé, como que se impresiona por eso.
Yeah, it's amazing for people.
Sí, yes, it's amazing. It's a crazy thing, because the culture is so exotic about the money, the luxury cars, the clothes, the malls are so luxury in this country, because the oil exploitation.
Correct. Bueno,
That's it.
that's really good, Lina. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
It's as Karina talked, the same thing happens to you. Maybe you go to the internet and you check for some information, you know, but it's just general information. But when we want to know a place, maybe you say, okay, I have little information. I had little information from the internet, but you have a lot of information for your friend, and that's really good. That's really good because we can know firsthand reality of how the situation is at every single place. That's great. Okay, that's great because maybe those small aspects are not on the internet. Those small aspects are not known by many people. That's great. Okay, that's great.
I know how
Uh,
to say welcome in Arabic.
uh-huh. No,
Mahamagma Emirate.
what's that?
It's welcome in Arabian in Emirate because in China we teach in my previous kindergarten we used to teach every country we teach different countries to the kids, so
Uh,
I taught that country,
yeah.
United Arab Emirates. So I learned how to speak some. I actually can speak a little bit of a lot of language. So I know that. Welcome to Emirate, the Mahamak Emirate.
Really? That's the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you know that in there the story about Aladdin is come from there too?
From there,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the Aladdin.
Yeah, that
Oh,
movie is
yeah.
come from there.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Lina, what do you know about maybe universities in the United Arab Emirates?
I don't know, teacher.
Do they have? Bueno, right. Laura, what do you know about some universities or famous universities, maybe in France?
No, teacher.
No?
I don't know. Sorry.
Come on. And Karine, what do you find about university? What do you know about some universities, maybe famous universities in China, which is a so big country?
In China,
Yeah.
actually, it's very easy because the biggest university they just call from the city's university, the city's name. So in Shenzhen,
Ah,
yeah, in Shenzhen, the biggest university is Shenzhen University. In Beijing is Beijing University. So
okay. But is there any maybe national university? Or it's just like you say, at every city they have their own?
no, they have many universities, but like the important one, like most of like for foreigners, and is Shenzhen University, that I live in Shenzhen, and in Beijing is Beijing University. Like the important one, like the biggest one, and also like foreigners can enter because in China they have this regulation that everything is for them, nothing for foreigners. So we don't have any and education's fee
Access that.
access to anything, so we need to pay you a lot. Even for my kids that they born in here, they don't have anything. They just have a paper that say they born in China. Made in China.
Made in China. Oh my God. A piece
Made
of
and
cloth.
born in China, but they don't have I can't put them in a public school. I need to they need to study in an international school, and they are very very expensive. You know that kindergartens in here are very expensive. Kindergartens are more expensive than university.
Oh,
Kindergartens are like every month, like like two, like 1.5 million per month, just kindergarten. Then
really?
this, and then the toppers, they have like 5 millions. I'm talking about pesos, right?
Uh-huh.
Like 5 million pesos per month, not per term, per month.
Uh-huh.
So that's
Karine,
Wow.
Karine, I have two
yes.
questions for you.
Who?
I have two questions for you.
Who is it? Laura or Lina?
Laura,
Laura.
Laura.
Okay,
you
go for it.
you speak Mandarin? How many
Yes.
languages are there in China? In China, are there kings and princess, or is it just president?
Well, I mentioned before, like I mentioned before, there is one president for China, like for China. Like China have one president, but every city has one president also.
Ah, okay.
And about the languages, they speak one language, like is Mandarin. There is the formal language, like their Chinese language, but every province speak one language. It's not like us, like we speak as a different accent. Like just from the coast, so I speak costeño, paisa, caleño, no, and we all can understand each other. Uh, like Bogotans people, they can understand costeños when they speak fast, but they can understand. But actually, in China, the language are different. So I don't know exactly. Actually, so many people. I'm gonna find this. So many people always ask me how many languages do they have. Like it's like 200. They have a
Wow.
lot. There is a lot. Like the number exactly, I don't know, but it's a lot because China is huge. So China is not just China is like huge. So is they have a lot of languages. All of them speak their natural language, like the local language and Chinese.
Yeah.
I can't speak Chinese. I can't actually I'm very proud of myself. I can't speak very well Chinese. And I don't have any accent. I every time when I speak, they like when I call a taxi driver, and I talk to them, and when they pick me up, they say, "Oh, you're a foreigner! Oh my God! But your Chinese is so good. I thought you are a Chinese people." I say, "Oh, thank you." They because I fight like them, so I learned this. They have it, so that's why. So they have many languages. They speak Mandarin, but they have more languages.
Ah, okay. You speak Mandarin?
Yeah, I speak very well.
Is difficult?
Yep,
Mm.
and it's difficult, but it depends of the persons. Not everyone have the ability to learn languages. So I'm I'm thankful that I have that ability because I learn English the same way, like listen to people and imitate them because I speak Chinese imitating them. That's what I got their accent. That's what I got my English accent because I have American friends, UK friends, have many friends. So I imitate them. So that's a very good way to learn how to speak a language. I watch TV and I try to imitate them. How do they speak? How do they do? When do they do? How to do it? So I can speak like my husband and me have been in the same. We came together to China, but we have the same. We came 6 people, and from these 6 people, the only who can speak fluent Chinese is me. My husband can understand some Chinese, like he can understand like if people speak like the normal and like not so fast. But for me, it's okay. I can understand them all. I'm really impressed of me. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Sometimes like, and day by day, I can understand more and more, and it's very and I didn't learn. Don't ask me how because I don't even know how. I just do, and people ask me how can you speak Chinese? Did you learn? Did you say no? So how? I still don't get it. And then Chinese people ask me like, tell me like, oh my God, I'm learning English for 3 years. I don't even speak English that well. Like you speak Chinese. I say I don't even know how, but I just do. I know what. So don't ask me how did you learn Chinese. I have no idea. I also ask me the same question.
I have a question. Other question. How long
Yes.
have you been living in China?
I'm living in China for 12 years, 12 and a half already. But I move a lot because when I came to China, I was with a band. I was a singer and a dancer with a band, Latin band. So that's why I went to many cities. But when I got pregnant, I just stayed in one city because I cannot travel with my baby for everywhere. Because if you are a singer, if you want to have a good contract and good conditions, you need to depend of them. Like, okay, pack up your things. We are moving tomorrow to another city. So, okay, but if you have a kid, you can't do that. So after I got pregnant, I just stay in one city. It's called Shenzhen. It's a very beautiful city. It's in the border of Hong Kong. So, but I live right. I just 2 months ago I moved to another city. It's also close to Shenzhen. It's called Dongguan.
You
I
have
know a lot. I think I know more China than Colombia. I know a lot of city. I think I know more China than Colombia. Colombia, I just know my hometown in Bogota. And China, I know like almost 10 cities.
Wow.
you have been there for a while?
When
Yeah. What is your job?
my job right now, like I came like a singer, but and a singer and a dancer. But since I had a baby, I changed my job for be a teacher. So right now, I've been teaching English and dance for 9 years, the same age with my older son.
Ah,
So
okay.
I'm right now I work in kindergarten. It's my uniform. My
Uh,
right now I'm working in kindergarten from 2 years old until 6 years old. I'm a English teacher. Right now I'm the English supervisor, so I'm in charge of the foreign teacher and the foreign principal. And also I teach English and also I teach dance. So
Okay. Very good.
yes. That's great, huh? That's great. Living in China is not easy, as you mentioned before, but it's great.
it's not
Great.
easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy, but this is great. You struggle. Lina, do you have any question for Karine?
No, teacher is clear.
No, sure. Come on, be relaxed. Ask about China. We in Colombia have many, I don't know, conceptions, ideas. We listen things about China or Chinese people like that, you know. For example, Karina, is it true that Chinese people eat all kind of insects?
I knew it. I knew it. You guys are gonna ask me that. I knew it.
Uh-huh.
I was expecting that question because everyone who knew that I'm
Uh-huh.
living in China, they so have you ate any things that they
Yeah.
eat? And then I
Uh-huh.
say, well, it's true, but no, all of that.
Insects, and some
Yeah, they
animals.
have a lot of insects, and yes, they eat rat. Yes, yes, they eat dogs. Yes, they have one. I right now they are like trying to. So many people are doing so many protests for this. They have a festival, the
Uh-huh.
dog meat, and they kill so many dogs. In this is in a province. It's called Quilling Festival, and there is like it's just dog. This and then so many people are like protest like don't kill the dogs, but they are like they raise them. It's like a chicken. They are the
Yes.
dog farm. They say no, that this is a very good dog. It's a dog, and I tried dog, and
Ah,
I didn't know it
Ah,
was dog.
how
Mm,
it tastes? Is it
like
good?
it tastes like the over the belly, la sobrebarriga, the over the
Uh-huh.
belly, that thing.
Yes.
you know,
Really?
I when I was like I had a show
Uh-huh.
in a city called Harbin, and the wedding like the wedding people they make so many activity, so they bring the artist to a house, and we was at a farm, so we were eating a lot of stuff, and I was waiting for the meat because Colombian likes meat.
Hmm.
So finally they put the meat, and I saw some Chinese they they weren't eating that. So I say, my God, like like I say, corronchos. Why they don't like meat? I say like that, you know. Why? I just speak. I will eat, and then I'm text guy. I just eat a little bit, and then I told my friend they were there like, it tastes like over the belly. It tastes like that. They're nice, and they are really. And then when they went, they was like ready to take it. Then
Hmm.
one of the girl, no, they, why you don't eat? It's good. I told them it's good. It's good. I told the Chinese people like it's good, and they say no, it's dog. You eat dog. Yeah, you eat. Yeah, I know it's good, but it's dog. And I was like, excuse me, what did you say? And they say in Chinese is go. What? And then they told me in English is dog. What? And then I was like, oh my
Oh.
God, I just ate my burrito so. Oh no, it was so sad. Believe me, it was so sad. And then everyone like, ah.
Uh,
And also I tried I also tried them. They also eat cockroach. That's true.
mhm.
But they're different. They're different. It's not the same one we see. They have the insects, but it's different, you know.
So they
Yeah,
raise,
they have a
do
lot.
they raise all of them?
Yeah, they have I forgot how to call it, like criaderos. I don't know how to
Yes.
say this. Like many things for raise
Oh,
them and just for like for restaurant thing. They
oh,
eat that. I tried one worm.
worm.
They pay me. They pay me 50 50,000 peso if I eat one. Everyone I eat, so I say okay. I try. So I
50,000.
ate, and then I tried the first one, and it was like chunchullo. I said, wow, it tastes like, and I told my friends, tastes like chunchullo. Really? Yeah, it really is. So I ate five, so I gained 250,000 pesos.
Eating worms.
But yeah, but it was like big one. It's not like it was like big and was like moving. Like
Wow.
they have a lot of, yes.
I have a question. The food, Chinese food is ugly. That you don't like. What the difference there is in the Colombia food of the Chinese?
Chinese food, you mean? Like
Chinese,
which one is good?
the difference.
Oh no, the difference like Colombia is here and like Chinese is like under my bed, maybe.
The Chinese food is ugly.
It's not that ugly. Like everyone, you have to taste it, you know. Everyone have different opinion, but they have a very good. They have so many good one. Like the real Chinese rice, the real one here is very nice. Actually, it's very nice. It's I don't they do in those one. I don't know if it's the technique, like I said, or the sweating of the guy, but it's really nice. It really tastes very nice. And they have the 饺子 is the dumpling, is the in Spanish is the los it's raviolis chinos they call.
Mhm.
It's in English is dumplings. There is like empanada, but al vapor. Son empanadas al vapor,
Okay.
but a small one. But I made it. There is about this dumpling is very traditional, you know. In Chinese New Year, the Chinese New Year, they all the family get together and
Yeah.
they made this all together. They eat this all together and they eat that in Chinese New Year. That's the tradition. Like we eat buñuelos, natilla. No, they eat this dumpling, and this dumpling is very nice. It's very nice. Everyone who tried that, my kids love them. My mom came to eat, they love them. My husband family came, they love them. Dumplings are very nice, and the fried noodles. And noodles also is very famous in China, no? Noodle, the movies, we will see the noodles, the pasta, the Chinese pasta. It's called noodles. So they have different province, different taste. I like the Hunan province. It's very delicious. It tastes like it's like a little caldo de costilla, but with with noodles. Yeah, they have different taste. So I have tried a lot of food, so I can know which one is good. So, but the real Chinese taste is not for everyone. Like in personal, I don't like the real taste of the Chinese food, but some of my friends, they like. I don't know how they like. They have a cucumber is bitter. Very bitter. Like I don't know if you know this word, Laura. Bitter, amargo. You know how you can eat something amargo with meat? And I said, oh my God, what I mean? No, this is, and the Chinese people know this is bitter, but they eat it because it's good, it's for their health. So, oh no, I prefer things that are good for my health. Thank you very much.
Oh, exacto.
They eat it just because it's good for the health. They eat a lot of stuff, like the Chinese medicine. It's like, oh my God. It tastes like earth, like you're eating earth with many, and it smells so ugly, but they eat it and drink it because they think this good for their health. But it's disgusting. I don't like to drink Chinese medicine. It's disgusting. And it's very slow. So,
Okay, okay. Karine, you can get some Colombia food in China?
sorry.
You can get some Colombian food in China?
Yes, in my home.
No.
No,
Only.
but I mean, right
Only
now, when I came, yeah, I know you what you mean. When I came to China, no, nothing. But right now, so many people are coming. So right now, I can. There is some people that are selling like frozen food, like frozen patacon, frozen blah blah blah, frozen arepas, but I can make by myself, so I just buy the stuff. But it here doesn't have the plantain, the plátano. They don't have this. They have the small one, so I buy this for the internet. I can find for the internet this kind of stuff for cook. And there is in a city near to this city, it's called Guangzhou. There has a Colombian restaurant. They have like three or four. That city have so many because they can open a business very easy. Like in Senjen, the city I live for a long time waiting for they open a Colombian restaurant. 10 years they are waiting. They never open because there the regulation are more hard, so it's more expensive, so they didn't open. But in Guangzhou, sometimes we have to go to the consul, so we go to eat Colombian restaurant, so we can have the bandeja paisa, la mojarra. We can have many. They have few, and like right now there is one guy that he's selling morcilla. I just bought it. I have for this weekend morcilla, chorizo, arepa.
I don't like morcilla. Good.
I love morcilla. And I think if you live 12 years away from your country, you love everything.
Yeah.
Karine, how is how is the end of the year in China? What are the customs?
Um, their cost, right?
The end
They
of
don't celebrate Christmas. They tried, but they don't. Um, their New Year is not like us, December 31st. No, every year is different. So sometimes it's on January. It depends of the lunar calendar. They have their own calendar. It depends of the moon.
Mhm.
So the moon will tell them when celebrate Chinese New Year. So they have two birthdays. The day with they born and the day followed by the Chinese calendar. So they have two birthdays. So they are 2 years older than normal. That's what they say.
Wow.
So the Chinese New Year is like, oh my God. And in their holidays is like 7 days holidays everywhere. They don't let us sleep. It's so crazy. And in the small towns, empty. So good. No Chinese people at all. So good. Because all of the Chinese, like all the festival and especially Chinese New Year, everyone come back to the hometown. Sorry, no small town. The big cities is will be empty because all of them come back to their hometown. Go, go, go. So street everywhere empty. So good. So they celebrate Chinese like last year was on February. And this year is supposed to be on January. So every year is different. How? I don't know. They just they know. I just know. Okay, your holiday start this because Chinese. Okay, thank you. So I had to work on December, and my holidays are in their Chinese New Year. So I usually go back to Colombia and Chinese New Year, and it's actually better for me because the tickets are cheaper. In February, like nobody flies, so my tickets. But in December, is oh my God, it's crazy. So, but they have like two calendar. They have the year. We start the year on September. In Colombia, we start the year on January, right? In here, the school year starts on September.
Okay.
Like teacher, like kindergarten school, September. Like we are calendar B school. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we have that.
Wow. Any other question for Karine? No? Try.
This is your time, the opportunity. What do you want to know about China?
Yes,
I'm all
correctly.
yours.
And it's true. It's true. Many people have different conceptions, perceptions in here, but it's far away.
Yeah,
We don't
like
know.
everything that you know, that's funny story. My husband in his mind, he thought that every Chinese people knows kung fu. So
Yeah.
he thought when the Chinese people fight, they would like, wow, like Bruce Lee.
Yeah. But
So
they don't.
before we were working in the bar, so they was like they was like some Chinese people say, fight, fight, finally, I'm gonna see a Chinese fight, and they was like
No.
meow meow meow,
Come on.
and he was, where is the Chinese kung fu? Oh my lad, oh my God, all my life I've been so. They lied to me. Are you serious? Are you
Only
serious?
movies.
He thought that everybody knows kung fu.
Yes.
But
Karina,
actually,
I, I have a other question. There are many Colombians in China?
right now, yes. In some cities, they have more. In here, just us. I think
Yeah.
this city is not so popular, so for living. So right now, I haven't met any Colombian. But in Saint Jean, the city I live, there is so many Colombian, and we always in Christmas we always get together. A lot of Colombian. But in Guangzhou, is a lot because many paisas come to buy the business people, they buy many things and send to Colombia. So but that also that's the thing I don't like about, in China. We right now, our situation for Colombia and China is not easy. Right now we can't make visa in here. Before you can make a visa here. Right now you can't. You have to come back to Colombia to make it. In Guangzhou there is so many Colombians, so many paisas, hawkers, so many, and also guys like no like bad people like that, no good. So for them we all paid. So that's unfair. The last one was, I don't know if you hear about that, some Colombian people, they steal a jewelry in Hong Kong. They're stupid. You know, in China they have cameras. I think they have camera in my toilet. Really. They have cameras in everywhere. And they catch all of them. How they can do this stuff if they know the Chinese regulations like is very serious. And people are still like coming with drugs and this is very serious, you know. I don't know how people can, no, maybe they won't catch me. They will. They will. I don't know how, but they know everything, you know, they know everything. They know everything about you. I think they know what I'm wearing right now. Underwear. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how, but they do. They really know. So they catch all of them. And before, the previous news was that some Colombia was in Beijing and they make a robbery in the house and they I forgot the word. I forgot the word. The violaron.
Rape.
Yeah, they rape the wife and their daughter of the guy of the rich guy, and they steal many things and they rape them in front of him.
Colombian
So
people.
all of the horrible, for those horrible people, now all the Colombian people that are doing things like in the good way, that really working hard. I'm glad that I have my work visa, so I don't need to suffer about my visa or my family. But I have so many friends that they're really suffering about visa. So if you plans to go to come to China, please be far away from the travels. Like, okay, if they want to fight you, run. Don't care if they will say you are a loser. Just run, because in here you will lose. In even you didn't do anything, but you will lose. It's really just run away, because I have here so many stories, and it's, you know, it's unfair, but what can I do? If you want to live here, you need to do what they want. You need to do what they tell you to do. If no, okay, go. If you like that way, go ahead. Live many. That's what the Chinese people say. You know, if foreign people wants to be here, so they need to obey our rules and they need to follow and respect. The other things, they're, you know, right now they make a new rules. Every time they make new rules. Right now they have a new rules. Is about the education institutions. They cannot celebrate any foreign festival. So Halloween, we are not going to celebrate Halloween. We are not going to celebrate Christmas this year, and I'm so sad about that. Like, we can celebrate in our homes or in parties like that, but no in institutions like schools, kindergartens. No, they have a new rule. Is called Love China. Do just China's festivities, just about Chinese New Year.
I don't like Halloween.
Why?
No.
I like all the festive. I like all.
Karine, I have a other question. As it the issue of security in China, it is safer than Colombia. For example, the theft of houses or people.
Oh yes, that's one of the things that every foreign people like in here. Safety. Oh my God,
Mhm.
this is amazing. Like you can walk in the middle of the night with your phone, even with a speaker, even with a computer. Nobody will do nothing to you. In the bus, metro, everywhere you can have go with your phone free. Um, it's safe, but there is some places that is not safe. Everywhere have that, but it's not like in Colombia. Like most of the places are dangerous, but here it's safe.
Mhm.
It's safe. Actually, is very every all the foreign people who lives here, they just live because of the safety, not because of the food.
Yeah, it's true. Okay. All right.
And the
Uh,
Chinese clothes and the clothes,
uh-huh.
there is nothing like the TV. No, they wear the same clothes like us, but weird in the weird way.
Uh, really?
They dress very weird. Like I don't know how to describe. Like weird. Like they don't have like this good. I don't know. They don't have like they thought it's fashion, but it's not my fashion.
Yeah. They don't care what the people say about the fashion for them.
Yeah, and most of the people are very skinny. Boom, very skinny. Like, and they are very
Yeah.
skinny, and they say they are fat. Yeah, and for them, I'm black.
Really?
Yeah,
Black?
they think everyone that is a little bit like if you wanna, I'm blonde, but if you wanna
Uh,
no blue eyes, no tall, no very white like milk white, then you are
uh-huh.
black.
Oh, and are they really yellow color?
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. They
Okay.
are. They are. They even say I'm yellow. How can I be white?
Karine, one question. What do you consider, or how is the health system service there? Is it good? Because there's a lot of people in that country. How is the health system there?
It's amazing. You can go wherever you want, what time, anytime you want, and you will. It's not like Colombian. You make appointment, they give you 2 months later. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Here is, and it's not so expensive. You can go to a Chinese. There is two way. There is international hospital and there is Chinese hospital. If you go
Mm,
to Chinese hospital, you just pay 1 yuan for the doctor can see you, and if you have to make a body check if you don't have insurance, so it's maybe 20 yuan, like 10 like 10,000 pesos
mhm.
for X-ray, like this.
Wow.
You need to
Really
have
good.
insurance, and the medicine is cheap. It's very cheap. So that's but that's the thing. If you have to make a surgery or something, it's better to because that is expensive. If you don't
Uh,
have like insurance, but not that expensive like in Colombia. No, no,
no.
it's cheaper than, yeah. But it's better to have insurance. Just actually, the insurance in here is work different. Like in Colombia, when if you have insurance, there for check it will be like very few money. In here, our insurance is just for in case you need a surgery, in case you stay in the hospital.
Uh-huh.
So I need to pay this, but I don't care because I have my gastric problem. So I every time I need to go to stay in hospital for a while. And my
Okay.
son, my son has asthma, so it's for him. Sometimes he has this attack, so he need to live in the hospital. So, but it's good. You can bring like I'm very like here. I'm my kid was with fever, and I just take him there emergency room. Half an hour, I was already in my home.
Okay. Karine, but in general, do the people have a benefit from the government?
Yes,
How does it
yes,
work? Ah,
yeah. They
okay.
have many benefits for everyone, not for
Ah,
us.
yeah.
Every schools, the government give every year money for the student. They also have good public schools, like the good one. The government give a lot of stuff for the Chinese people,
Mhm.
like and this, um, yeah, they have a lot of good things, like in Colombia, but this is in a good way. In the Colombia, sometimes it's very
Yeah.
unfair, but in here, yes, yes, they have. I don't know how much, but because I haven't get anything.
Maybe later. And when you talk about the natality control about Chinese people, they have the chance to have maybe 1 second baby, depending on the case that you stated. But for foreign people, how many children
Ah,
can you
no,
have?
no. This is up to you.
Ah, okay. So the
No,
control is only for Chinese.
no, this is just for Chinese people. It's not for the people who live in China. No, it's just for Chinese people. Chinese
Okay.
people can't have more than one baby. If they want to have the second baby, they need to pay it. But if they're like um just they don't have brothers and sisters, they can have the second baby
Uh-huh.
like that. But for foreigners, no, there is no that rule for us. This
Uh, okay. All right, girls. Uh, Thank you very much, really, for this huge amount of information about France, the United Arab Emirates, and China. And I think we learned a lot today. I'm gonna stop in here. I think. Do you have anything else to say this morning, Laura?
What?
Do you have anything to say? Because I think I'm gonna stop in here.
I don't know. It's also teacher the question.
No, do you want to say anything else?
I have other question for Karin.
Okay, make
the
it
Chinese people,
Chinese.
how say Chin? Come on, how is
Chinese.
Chinese people believe in good uh,
in
places
what?
in the ah
Ingat. Ingat. You
God,
mean Ingat?
believe in God.
Mhm.
Oh, there is a few population that they are Catholic and Christian, but a few, but they believe in Buddha, in their
Buddha.
own God. They have their own religions. They are their own religions, but there is a few popular because in the city we were living in called Shenzhen. There we always go to a Catholic church. So there is a few Chinese people that are, and they have the Chinese. The father was Chinese, so
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
there are a few, not a lot, but a few population like are Catholic and a people who are Christian, but most of them are their own religions like Buddha, and then every time they have them because every Buddha have different meanings. So some house have like the one who the money God because I mean they don't believe in God, they just believe in money. This is for them. So they have one God, it means rich. So most of the people have this Buddha in their houses, and they I don't know, but I mean maybe they're what they believe, but they put fruit for they eat.
Yeah.
And sometimes and from sometimes like if it is big places and there is a big Buddha and then they have so many fruits, you can eat it, but you need to pray before and say something, and then you can eat it.
Mhm.
Before we were working in a bar, and we every day we see those so many fruits. Can we eat it? Can we? And then we ask the people, can we eat it? Yeah, you can, but you need to pray for him and you need to say thank you. Okay. And then just the musicians just go and thank you. Yeah, they do, and they have some special days. Like we have the also the Saints, like Holy Week, the Holy Week, la Semana Santa, the Holy
Yeah.
Week, and in here they have something like that, and they pray to the that Buddha thing for reach
Wow.
the money God actually.
Very interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's different for us, but this is what they believe. But they have their own religions, and but a few population they are Catholic, and a few population are Christian. But I have more Christian than Catholic.
Okay. Thank you, Karina.
You're welcome.
Okay. Lina, do you want to say anything else before leaving?
Hello.
Lina, do you want to hi? Do you want to say anything else before leaving?
No, teacher. I
All
don't have.
right. Karina, you?
No, I'm okay.
All right. So thank you, ladies. Thank you for this
Thank
wonderful
you.
encounter, and I hope you have a good rest of the day. See you on Thursday, God willing. Okay? Thank you for
Okay.
participating actively in this encounter. Okay?
Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you,
Okay.
guys.
Have a
Thank
good
you
day.
first.
Thank you, teacher.
All
See you
right.
soon.
See you Thursday. Okay.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
teacher. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.